everyone, how are you? This is Bai Ling. I'm an actress. If you want to know anything about me, which will surprise you, to visit me at officialbailing.com. But right now, you're listening to the movie raid.
It's time for the movie raid, and tonight's victim is an actress that played in The Crow, Wild Wild West, amongst many others, and that's Bai Ling. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Are you?
Yes.
Truly here.
Truly here.
Are we excited?
In front of you. Can you see it?
Oh, I can see all. So what's going on in the film industry, Bai?
Are we starting now?
Yes, we are pre-recorded.
I'm driving in LA to a meeting, and in the film industry, actually, for me, it's really, really exciting, fun, and challenge. There's so many excitement, so many beautiful things, and so many difficult things. You know, it's like real life. There's 4 seasons. There's rainbows of 7 colors. Like every day is new. You never know what you're expecting, what you're gonna encounter that day, and no matter how prepared you are.
Yeah. And you also got a new film that's coming out. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, what's your character? A little bit about the story.
Actually, I just got an email from the director. Actually, I did a movie in London. It's basically a 3D film I've ever done, and the director is editing it now, post-production. And right now, he wants to cut into 2 films, which actually is like a mystery thriller. It's kind of a psychological thriller. It's really exciting and crazily wild in the world of our mystery imagining world, or in the world we don't know. And my character, actually, I play 2 characters. One character, she's just this, everybody comes to her, for example, in New Orleans, she works there, and strangers just walk to ask all the information about this guy, about what happened, the murder, all of that. So she told them the things. You don't know if she knows how much is real and what she's leading to, or if she knows she's talking exactly what it happened. So that's mysterious character, but she leads everybody to the right place by confusing them, or by they have to figure out the way to go there. So that's part of her. Another part of her, she looks like those, really cool Matrix, even more dressed all in black, using this little mini guns with rose and gold, so tiny, but it can deadly killing other people. And she has a hat on, and look like army uniform, but it's all black. It's really cool character, and have makeup all of it. Totally 2 different characters, but one character is existing in a comic book. In that book was a writer writing a comic book about this murder mystery. So she is in that comic book as a different character. So he's cutting it into 2 movies, which he needs me to show a little bit more. But that's something I'm so excited to present to you and to your fans or my fans.
Oh, so it's really kind of a back into the seat as far as the comic book, because The Crow, of course, was originally based on the comic book.
Yeah. I think I like those mysterious, Crow type, science fiction, mystery, fiction of something. It's about revenge, hunting, but it's so stylishly achieved with a lot of gun shooting and a lot of sensuality as a woman, a mystery. So I think that's part of my being as a human being as well, because I feel like I've come from this mystical world that I don't even know, but I carry so much of the gifts of unknowing those qualities as a performer.
Yeah. And you also, not only that, but you also had a past addiction that you were kind of have a little bit of a campaign going on as far as bringing new life to yourself.
Yes. Thank you for asking that, because it's 2012. It's a new year. I start from the beginning of this year, and I'm basically, it's like a rebirth. To me, every day is a new birthday to me. I'm always like this innocent child being born, and open my curtain in the morning to see if it's sunny or raining. So I become more and more simple and more positive, and a lot of questions, I have less questions. A lot of questions I don't need answer, because I think I like the mystery of the world, and a lot of questions remain silent, remain mystery, remain to your heart to realize, like air, you have to breathe to understand them. It's not through dialogue or your mind. It's something has to grow in you. It's like evolve or something as a human being. Basically, I am somehow I quit drinking. I've been sober. As you hear my song, Rehab. I wrote a song after rehab. So because of that song, even I help so many people stop smoking, stop drinking, stop doing drugs, and they keep writing to me how much encouragement I had for them, and also on the street, like constantly, like every week, somebody will come to me, hold my hand, and the other day I was trying to close, and the woman comes to me, and I thought he wanted to take a picture. I said, well, can you give me a minute? So after I tried to close, I said, okay, you want a picture? He said, no. Basically, he held my hand with both of her hands, and with the tears running on her cheeks. I said, are you okay? What's wrong? She said, Bai Ling, you don't even know me, and you don't even know a lot of people that my relatives and my co-workers, they're so inspired by you and so touched by you and encouraged by you to be a better person of who they are, to quit drugs and alcohol. He said, I just want to tell you how much people you're like the voice of silence helped us, and you see us because what you've done and encouraged us, we think we can do it because you did it every day. Like in my blog, officialbailing.com, or Twitter, @realbailing, I gave this, cookies, basically little phrases to encourage people, every day to believe in life, to have faith. That's something I really, really think, besides as an actress, as a human being, I want to give something back, something I know I learned in a positive way to affect people's life.
Yeah, it can be it still is a major problem in the film industry, because alcohol, drugs, it's the whole rock star syndrome. Was that for you, or was that just pretty much just something uncontrollable at that time for you?
Yeah, it is something like, because I had my wild child side. I wish I knew better. Like in my officialbailing.com, I write about how I think. If I have parents here, and if somebody can guide me, tell me what to do. But I'm here from different culture. I don't even know the language. I don't know how to be Bai Ling. I don't know how to be a celebrity or movie star in the public eyes. I just basically like this child, whatever people, hey, Bai Ling, do this and that. I'm just basically paparazzi, basically taking over. That I don't know how to judge them. I just being a child and somehow accidentally basically destroyed me in a way, and exposed to the way that they can have the material to use to against me. But I know they're not deliberately want to against me. That's the industry, gossip, all these things sell. And somehow we're just like a tools for people to use. That's part of a sadness about actors in front of the public eye. You become like celebrity, That's not something I like to be, or I don't even understand. I just love to do the work. I enjoy the creation as an actress, because I came here, I understand right now, it's not for the party, for craziness, it's to give. I really have this gift, and the gift is meant for us to give, not for us. So now that I'm soberly knowing what I'm doing, so I'm consciously and basically give the best of me to whatever I'm doing, either work and talking to you or with my friends, everyday life. I think, I'm lucky to have, even talking with you, have the channel to share my life or my philosophy or whatever I understand with others. I'm really grateful and have this chance, have this channel to share, to express, compassion, love to another human being.
Yeah, a lot of actors and actresses do tend to use the whole alcohol, the whole drugs thing, just put on a front, and just to get some attention. And then a lot of them do go to rehab, but then they just use it like a motel, and they go right back out.
Yeah, I think that somehow it's a testing. We treat it as a testing, see how strong we are. Because in life, there's a test all the time. In work, in love, in alcohol and drugs, all the things. It's a test. If we can be like survive, we can live, we can enjoy life soberly. It's like in my song, I keep going back to, I'm still gonna dance day and night with my sober friends. You can have fun, have great time, dancing, go wild, but be sober. But you have to be more brave, because when you're drunk, when you're on drugs, you do things you're not aware of. You think you're not responsible for it. You don't even know what you're doing. But while you're doing it soberly, so watching what you're doing, how fascinating is that? I think people are afraid of watching who they really are. So that's something I learned to accept, to challenge, to value, to treasure this truthful, honest moment of being alive. If you think that way, then you think how much fun, how much more magic that you're half drunk, you don't know what you're doing. That's avoiding. That's a coward behavior. No.
Yeah. How does this actually affect your acting now? I mean, do you use that in a different direction, or has it improved better for you?
No, as an actress, I think I'm naturally nothing really can change that because I got the gift. That's what I meant to do. I never learned acting in my life, but I just knew. See, the thing is, I don't have a television. I don't want anything else really to influence me much, but I want the real truth for life. I'm living everyday breathe. Because when you're as an artist, you're a performer, you're giving the truth of the honesty of your heart, your soul, your senses. Those senses have to stay pure, like child. Child always win, always get your heart, always move you on screen or in real life. Why? Because they're pure. They have no agenda. They're just in that moment, showing you, give you the truth. You know, that's where I am as a performer. I'm really like an innocent child, like a pure, perfect, pure tool, whatever the nature to use me for the purpose of art. So I know that's where I am. So I think in that way, being sober in a way can keep me focused because otherwise I lose track. I lose respect from others. I lose the opportunity that I'm supposed to have. That's something I know.
Yeah. Again, it's like when it goes to alcohol and drugs and all that, it kills your career completely because it gives you the whole image.
They make me actually look like a fool, make me look like a simple, stupid person, which I'm not, and make me like this. I am a free spirit, but sexually, kind of people think, oh, she's extremely wild and open. Part of me, I am like a wild child, wild animal. Part of me, that's why I have this fire, power, mystery, and intensity as an animal. But another part of me, I'm very shy, conservative, woman from the communist country of China. That's still part of me. I discover I have this little spirit. All those colors are coexisting in me. That's why it makes me a better performer because I know all the colors, how to feel all the senses of rainbows and seasons and all this. I'm using it as metaphor of different emotions like sadness, happiness, and awkwardness or shyness, braveness, wildness. And I think that's the best gift that I know I have to guard myself not being destroyed by my wild child behavior like alcohol, drugs, making dance crazy, behave crazy in public eye. So I think that's something I'm learning to be feminine, gentle, dignified and graceful, elegant woman, but still sexy, but in a way of more refined, more mysterious, as more the higher level of seductress, in a different way.
Yeah, basically, it like you said, sexy and mysterious as far as the female character. That's what you want to bring into that, rather than not to make it look, hoary.
Yes.
Well, how do you see a film as a whole, in your opinion? Do you see it like some kind of a big monster that just sucks up everything? Because film, it's a different era now, and a lot of things has changed, but it's so productive now rather than.
Actually, unfortunately, I see it because the world is changing up the social media. Everything becomes so much more like commercialized, like computerized. It's like in video games. A lot of movies are. You don't really care about the character, just explosions and like a video game. But still, like right now, I'm basically have like 1, 2, 3, like actually 4 like independent movies and come my way. And they're all great artists that put everything. They're doing movies not for the money. They put their heart and soul into it, and they really develop characters so well. Like I'm working with all of them, the director, writer, and they made the characters so powerful, so beautiful. I'm so looking forward to shoot them. I think there's still so many beautiful artists out there that trying to bring films to real life. Of course, it's for entertainment, for fun, but there are some movies like this year they won an artist, like artists won Oscar. There's still beautiful love story, beautiful art there, and that still so many audience crave for that. Hunger for the love, for the reality, for the real sensitivity of human feelings, emotions. That's something like it excites. Of course, I like to do big commercial movie. That's fun, science fiction and comedy, and that's really fun. But also the part of satisfaction for our soul and heart is those the really art, independent
Yeah. I mean, it's just so many companies out there are in it for the money, but there are companies out there that actually wants to make a decent film to put it out there to show the people and say, here, check this out. And because, of course, the audience, of course, is either going to make or break you.
Yes, yes. But you have to believe in dream. Like I'm a dreamer. My dream takes me this far. I did so many movies. I work with a lot of like great artists in the world, and I'm still working. And I'm finding myself. I'm growing in a way more mature and also more innocent, more childlike, and more open, more honest, and more knowing that why I'm here on earth and what gifts I have and don't waste it. Use them to basically serve the purpose of being alive, because we have great purpose, like we have great life where like each day, even the breeze of the air, and we never appreciate it. They're just freely giving to us. But what we should do is give back, to life. That's something I'm basically learning through my journey, as a movie star in Hollywood in the Western world that I'm so new to.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking of which, like you mentioned about free and spirit, have you ever thought of actually taking their funds from the films that you're in and actually use it make it your own company toward independent film or music artists?
Well, you sort of read my mind. It's just like I've been thinking. I have some commercial projects I'm working with other like big action movies. We already have the script. There are like two projects lately come to me from my own realization of feelings, like two wonderful projects. One is like really a story about a woman, about, I would say, sensuality, about sex, about what is a relationship, what is love, what is making love between man and woman, and to a woman in the modern world. That's something will be like really challenging, and I think to the industry. That's just something I went through in my own life. And the other one I had is feeling about this horror film, but it's like really realistic. Everybody experiences it. It's about like illusion and reality. What is the differences can make the world different? Like I say, like a lot of things, like maybe you're talking to me, maybe I'm not really existing. Just the spirit. Or maybe you're not existing. We're just a tool. Or maybe I'm driving right now. I'm not actually driving the car. I'm flying. Like those things. Like I see so many cars around me. Maybe there's not nobody on the street. Like those kind of things that can make it like a fun but challenging. I want to make film always have a meaning behind, to teach us something, to learn something, to appreciate something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like with lyrics. A lot of bands do that. Some bands just play, and there are bands out there that actually want to actually show what the lyrics actually mean in their music. Yeah,
exactly. Like right now, I'm like really grateful. I'm working like I'm playing like those characters I described. The one is like the film about rock star world, music world, right? I'm playing one of the basically influential, like wild but really like badass girlfriend. Basically, I'm still in the process of making her much better. Challenge. And another one is the science fiction. Basically, I'm playing this. Her name is Dead Speed, and she's just basically like the sky version of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like really they're stealing their spies, they're stealing cargo like flies. It's really fun. And she was command and demand. We have tiny like under me, like I'm giving orders, like I'm fighting and with other plane, like spaceship. So much fun. And then another one I'm about to do is basically I'm playing. It's a character they changed for me. They asked me to do the movie. I said, well, the character's not really interesting. But what about this character? Basically, I come up with the idea. They like it, making that gangster in Korean town, the most dangerous gangster. She's a woman. It's so much fun. And then another film basically is all this in the process. It's about Western, like, back to the whatever centuries when the Western opened. But it's like kind of modern, a woman, like having guns on horses and shooting men and killing people. That's kind of fun.
Okay, we're running out of time. Let's go back to your new film. When's this expected to come out? Maybe next year or?
New film. Basically, they're working very intensely right now in London. The first part I forgot the name. The second part I remember because it's like I lost something. Chinatown or something really cool. I'm terribly sorry. I cannot remember the name properly. But you need your listeners to go to my official bailing.com or my Facebook or Twitter, I'll probably, give you all this information there. So I'm driving now. I'm sorry, I could not know the name properly, for that one. Particular one you're asking for the 3D one. Because they just basically renamed it. Before was Back to Hell, now it's like a different name for it.
So they changed what? They changed the name like twice, 3 times?
They changed it one time, but they changed the name because right now the film they want to make into two. Two films instead of one, so they name them differently of those 2 movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and plug in any websites that you have. Like you mentioned, you're on Twitter, Facebook, and your own website. Go ahead and plug that in real quick.
Yeah, my Twitter is at Real Bai Ling, RealBailing, Real Bai Ling, and my official Bailing.com, that's my personal official website, have every information. They are real, there's music there, I have YouTube channel where I did YouTube. There's a film I did, I make short films there too. So they have Facebook, because it's so current. I refused to have it, but now I have it, I enjoy it. I have friends from China, Bulgaria, Barcelona, Italy, and everywhere, like Denmark, all over the world. I'm like so excited. Like I was posting something next morning, somebody in Denmark riding on the train already reading and replying to me. It's amazing. So those social media, basically, people can find me, can write to me, can know what's going on. And most importantly, I have every day, I'm consciously giving so much love and wisdom that I learned from my daily life to share with others.
There you go. That is Bai Ling, everybody.